Center online, westsidedecoratingcenter.com. And a good morning to you in a brand new week. Welcome to the Art Lewis Show on this Monday morning. Coming up after the 10 o'clock news, State Representative Amos O'Neill will join us. And at 11 o'clock this morning on Focus, we'll talk to folks from Dow Credit Union and STARS Transportation. They've got a collaboration coming up that we will tell you about. But for this hour, it's open phones, 989-752-6111. And also with me in studio this morning is Jonathan Dent.
Good morning.
And a good morning. So did you see any good movies this weekend?
No, that's coming up. That's coming up this weekend.
Oh, that's this weekend. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't want to give it away.
No.
I don't want people to buy all the tickets.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's like... Right, like Rocket Grab.
Yep.
I pull this. Every time I see this, I pull it down because it gets talked about, has been for years and years and years, and nothing ever happens. Will the clocks fall back an hour on November 1st?
Yes.
Yes, and I agree for a couple of reasons. One, nothing has happened. The House passed daylight savings time, but the Senate has not done anything. And they don't come back till September 14th. But the time they do it, if they do it, it'll long be gone.
Yep.
So plan on rolling your clocks back an hour on November 1st. Question is, what happens next spring? You know you're going to roll ahead. Once you do that, is this the last time you're going to be rolling back? And
yeah, I could see that.
Well, yeah, I could too if they get their act together, but I don't know if they will.
I don't know, because with a new session takes effect in January, right?
New people. Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? They'd have to take it up again. I think there's like a 50-50 chance, which is fairly optimistic.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
That's a good number. All right, 989-752-6111 is the number to call to join both of us here on WSGW. Gene is in Bay City. Morning, Gene.
Good morning to you guys. I'm going to embarrass myself by telling you about my family history. It really hurt my heart last week when Mr. Dent said, get rid of Social Security. I'd like to tell you about my dad, if that's okay.
Yeah.
My dad's parents had 5 children, and my grandfather, as he got older, he ended up a heavy drinker and gambler and became a mean drunk to his wife and the children and was very abusive. My grandmother borrowed the money for a house on the other side of the river so her and the children could get away from him. She worked, this was a long time ago, cleaning the railroad passenger cars, and she worked doing sewing and baked bread and things and walked door to door, but it was hard to support 5 children and make house payments. So my dad in the 10th grade quit school. He gave his mother his paycheck every week until the house was paid for and the other younger children, were out of high school. My dad...
Well, it sounds like a good son.
Yeah, let's get to the Social Security part.
When I was growing up, my dad worked 2 jobs. He got a job in a small factory that didn't pay very much, so he worked on the weekends on his uncle's farm. And we always had a great life because he was working 7 days a week most of the time. My dad was a great father to us. And when he retired, my mother ended up getting cancer. And It took all his savings to pay all her medical bills, and then she passed away. My dad was living on a real small pension from his factory job. And you know, Social Security was a blessing. And when I hear people say, it's their own fault they didn't go to college, and it's their own fault that they have to depend on other things. They do. People that are born into a family.
Gene, let's talk about this.
I understand where you're coming from, Gene, and your dad sounds like a great guy who made very selfless, sacrificial decisions. And
fine.
Stuff happens. I get it. Man, people get put in tough places. But that's not my position on Social Security, Gene. My position is two wrongs don't make a right. You don't get to pick the pocket through taxes of your kids and grandkids to pay for that.
Well, Gene, let me also point this out. When Social Security was created, it was created as an assist.
Yep.
A backup. It has gotten Gene, let me finish. It has gotten out of hand today.
Right.
It is paying way more than was ever intended to pay. And there are many fewer people paying into it than there were. Something has to give.
Yep.
Right, but that all needs to be reformed and fixed. It doesn't need to eliminate it for people that need it. It needs to be fixed. That's the problem.
Well,
instead of fixing things...
Jonathan and I may not agree. Jonathan and I may not agree on that. I would agree that it needs to be fixed. I don't think it's ever going to go away, and I don't think it should. However, I want to also address this comment about people that maybe didn't do what they were supposed to do. There are a lot of them. Your father and your relatives, not one of them. But there are lots of people who didn't do what they should have done when they were young and gone to school and got the education and now just live off the land, so to speak.
That is very true. And like I said, all that needs to be fixed. Not to eliminate it completely. It needs to be fixed.
Okay.
But I'd like to tell you one other thing about my dad's story.
Real quick.
The Bible says, if you do good to the least of my people, God will reward you tenfold over. My dad bought one lottery ticket every week. He ended up winning $75,000, and this was back a long, long time ago when $75,000 was a lot of money. And I have to, when I pray, thank God for being so good to my father, because I truly believe that he rewarded him.
All right.
So thank you for listening, and you guys have a nice day.
You too, Gene. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. All right, we'll get back to our phones. Scott in Saginaw, Marion Bay City be up next.
My name is Kim Harris.
Hi, we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show, along with Jonathan Dent. And back to our phones. Scott is in Saginaw. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, morning, Art. Your last caller there, she likes to invoke Scripture a lot. And I'm kind of wondering if her hatred for Donald Trump is going to overwhelm her in the voting booth to vote for Abdul El-Sayed, who is clearly against the Jews. You know, some of the people that are the least of God's people, as well as us Christians. So I'm kind of wondering, is she just going to throw Jesus out but preach to us about loving her candidate? You know, and let's talk about her candidate a little bit, too. He said, if anybody wants to meet the press, he says, I love the Jews who hold my beliefs, not the Jews who want to protect themselves. That's kind of something. He wants to defund Israel, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. I wonder why that is. Is it because all those countries stand opposed to the Muslim Brotherhood? And the Muslim Brotherhood apparently gave over $150,000 to Abdul El-Sayed? I'm just kind of wondering. Mm-hmm. You know, then the man wants to destroy our Constitution. I wonder if is she okay with that, since our Constitution, again, was founded on Christianity. Some people can argue that out, but we believe it's there. So kind of getting your thoughts on that.
Well, I think what's going to happen, Scott, and the DSA, Democratic Socialist Movement, has made inroads, can't deny it. They've gotten a lot of votes from a lot of places. But I think what you're going to start to see are cracks in the Democratic Party, fissures that are going to start moving away from the DSA. And an example of that was this recently, AOC was interviewed, and a lot of what she was saying backs her away from what's happening right now. I think that's the beginning. And I think
she's one of the leaders of this. She's going to run for president in 2028.
Well, maybe
so
she will, maybe she
herself.
won't. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But she's backing away from some of these outlandish, hardline, socialistic, some would say communistic type actions.
Her and Bernie were out on the campaign trail with these guys.
Oh, I know it.
And they got them elected. Now they're backing away because she has a bigger plan. She's a nasty woman. I mean, she basically peed her pants on TV when they said, "Are you thinking about running for president?" I mean, she's just so giddy like a little schoolgirl.
I understand that, but understand when they start making statements that back them away, that's the beginning of a crack. It's a little slice, but I have a feeling it's going to lead to more of that. You're going to see more and more Democrats down the road come out and move away from this movement.
Oh, okay. Try to explain to me then, if her and Bernie campaigned with this guy, and now that he got the nomination, now they're going to back away from him?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It works because it's politics.
Because they got him through the primary, so now, all right, now we can back down, we can settle our base down so that we can stay elected.
Yeah, I mean that's
right, but that's not her belief system. Her belief system is who she campaigned with. She wants to destroy the Constitution, remove the presidency, remove the Supreme
we understand that. Well, she hasn't done it. She hasn't said all that.
She campaigns with him though. But if she campaigns, listen, if a guy hangs out with a pedophile and he knows what the pedophile is doing, there's something wrong with the man hanging out with the pedophile. If you know that these people want to destroy our Constitution and you're campaigning for them, there's something wrong.
Yeah, well, then that carries over to the vote against her or for her by her voters.
Yep.
I mean, that's the bottom line, isn't it? I mean, that is we can talk all we want. The only people that matter are the people that go to the polls in New York in her district. And I'm talking about El Sayed here. I understand that, but I mentioned her though, and it's that time when all these candidates start staking out their positions to get elected.
And I think that's a big thing, is you can be idealistic when you're trying to get into the seat, but once they get in the seat, it's all about getting reelected. And these idealistic, extreme positions don't keep you elected. You've got to maintain favor with your base.
Right, because they want the money, but she believes in the people she's campaigning.
It doesn't matter. Is she saying what she needs to?
It does matter. It does.
No, it doesn't, because
individuals.
It matters only to her voters, Scott. That's what I'm telling you. She can say what she
matters to all. I live in this country. What people do, it matters to me.
I understand that, but you don't. But you don't have a vote for her. You don't have a vote for her. You have a vote for El Sayed or against, but you do not have a vote for her. She's speaking to her. She is speaking to her constituents.
Yep.
Well, again, it's just.
And that's
sad
politics.
Thing,
well, it is. Politics is a sad thing today, in my opinion.
And then
anyway.
One more. Yes, it is. And one more here on El Sayed with the cradle to grave health care. He says, if you look at your paycheck, one of your biggest expenditures is your health care. He said, so instead of giving it to your health care company, you'll give that to the government, and we will put everybody on this glorious gold standard. How are you going to put millions of more people on it if you have crappy insurance on which you're paying for yourself?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they ought to take a look at Obamacare and realize that their gold standard wasn't gold at all. It was false gold.
It was not.
It was used to call it fool's gold.
Yep.
Gold. So,
yes.
All right, Scott.
All right, thanks,
have a good
guys,
one.
for the
Take
time.
care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
And here's Mary in Bay City. Mary, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Would you be terribly upset if I did not talk about politics?
Oh, we'd be thrilled to
Oh,
death.
so disappointing.
I've been, I don't know if you've been following them, but I've been following the adventures of, was it Josh and Jake as they
Jason,
tour,
yeah.
Josh and Jesse, yes, they tour Michigan. And I don't know if you've been following them at all, but they just got to Mackinac Island yesterday and got to shoot off a cannon.
Oh, no. It wasn't. They didn't say it was Mackinac Island. They said it was Mackinac Island.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mispronounce it. Okay. I just thinking it's kind of nice to see someone come to our state and have appear to have a really good time.
Yeah. Oh, and they're neat guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I heard them
You don't
interviewed
think they're
on.
gonna
I think around the mitten, behind the mitten.
Yeah.
With Gonzo and Amy this weekend, was it? They think they.
I don't know.
past week.
I saw some.
They were interviewed with them though, and they were having a good time.
Just thinking, do you know if they're? I don't know if they're coming down this way or not because they seem to be kind of going around the outside of the state.
I don't know what their itinerary is.
I'm waiting on a response from them. I'm trying to get them on.
Yeah,
But
we've
I hope you do. But I'm just saying, and the reason I found them because of the Scottish invasion of Boston. I don't know if you followed that either or not.
Mm-hmm.
During the Soccer Cup, and I go,
Yep.
these guys are having way too much fun. The only bad thing about it, and because I sent it to my niece because she lived in Traverse City, is I guess they had some very negative response from people in Traverse City for reasons I can't figure out. But overall, they seem to be having a good time. And like I said, it's nice to see somebody having fun in our state who's not from the United States. So I think one of them lives in the United States, don't they, Josh?
nope, they're both
Both in
UK
England.
based. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I for some reason, I thought one of them said they lived in Texas or
No.
something. No, that's all right. But I thought maybe if any of your other viewers had any comments, I said it's kind of nice to. Might be nice for
And
you guys
here's-
not to talk about politics.
Here's the thing about like the negative stuff they heard in Traverse City.
Yeah,
The problem with the
yeah.
internet is you can say anything you want and you don't have to identify yourself.
Yeah, and they mentioned that too.
So it's just
They had a.
they take it with a
And I
grain of
think
salt.
That's what they did. They did. And I was thinking. I told my niece all about them, and she was excited. And then, because she lives in Traverse, she's a doctor up there, and that happened. It's like, yeah, they've gone over 40, almost all over the West Coast, and they hit the thing, and that happens. But I'm
Well,
glad everybody
that's-
else has been treating them right.
Yeah.
I had seen some of their.
actually been-
I had seen some of their stuff from other states before they came to Michigan the first time, even, and it seems like they enjoy Michigan a lot more than a lot of the
So
other
much
states
to
that
do
they've been to.
Outdoor activities and
Yeah.
everything is more for them to do, and
Yep.
they really like it.
They got invited back. I guess they came in the winter last time, and
that's what
people
happened.
kept telling them, "You have to come back in the summer.
Yep.
It's much better in the summer, other
they
than being
did.
warmer."
And
they did.
All right. Well, thanks for taking us off politics. I don't know how long that'll last, but thanks for taking us off
Yes, I
politics.
know. I listen to you in the morning a lot. I know, but okay. Bye.
Mary, thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye
You
now.
too. Bye.
We'll take a break. It's 9:35. Art and Jonathan with you this morning.
Tight margins.
Hi, we're back with you here on WSGW. Art Lewis, Jonathan Dent with me in studio. Tim is in Midland. Tim, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm going to apologize already. I'm going to go back to politics.
Here we go.
we could have bet on it. Go ahead.
That's all right.
I hate myself. I hate myself for doing this, but there's some points brought up. First, Scott said, will my hate for Donald Trump affect my votes against El Sayed? No, it will not. I will vote against El Sayed. I've said it before on your show.
Yep.
I fear social more than I fear Donald Trump. Donald Trump's a disaster. You maggots can say it. Okay, he's a disaster. We can admit it. Admitting is the first step, and you can move on. He also said something, it's kind of a slip of the tongue there. He said something about pedophilias and associating with them. Curious, kind of harkens back to the Epstein files that are a Democratic hoax. Curious. Anyways, Friday has come and gone again, and there was we had a deal on Friday, right? Right before the markets close on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It always happens on Friday before the markets close. What happens on Monday? Oh, no deal. So, anyways, think about that one for a second.
Yeah, that's. I wish he'd shut up and just get about doing whatever
Well,
he's going to do.
it has to do with the markets and his buddies making money on the markets. That's all it has to do with. Donald Trump and his friends making money. That's all it has to deal with. There's no deal. It's a disaster. I said this 6 months ago, Art, and you said, give it time. I said, we'll give it time. It's a mess. Anyways, they're about ready to appoint Trump's personal attorney as the attorney general.
He's already. He was approved.
Oh, sorry. I'm behind. Yeah. Okay. Nothing to see here either. Everything will be fair and balanced there.
Mm-hmm.
Point being, we are supposed to have three branches of government that decide on these things: the war, the appointments. We have one branch right now, and it's Donald Trump. And this is a mess. He has made a mess out of things. So I would like to see some balance in my government again.
Well,
I would like to see.
Here's the thing, Tim, and I've said this many, many, many times. The voters in America, when they get fed up with something, they make a change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you'll see.
And that's been my fear, is the El Sayed, the socialism, is the backlash to Donald Trump.
Well, that's a backlash.
It's an overcorrection.
It's an overcorrection.
It is, but I still fear it.
But here's the thing about that. The issue with the DSA and Democratic Socialists of America, they're tearing up their own party.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So it's it's got backlash built within backlash.
I would say Donald Trump is doing the same thing to the Republican Party, though, because he had a very strong coalition
that's
coming.
Happening.
Like,
Yep, that's
and
happening.
He's destroyed that coalition he had. And that's a fact. That's not like my opinion. He has destroyed his coalition. What you have left over than the maggots are these Fox News baby boomers that are pickled by noon every day that just go with whatever Donald Trump says. That's what you've got left.
Well, then what do you say on the left side with the youngsters that are all for the DSA? They all pickled too?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't associate with those, so I don't know anything about it. I know. I know the Fox News people. I know them. I associate with these pickled people.
They're pickled. All right. So what are the CNN people then?
What are CNN? I don't know. I don't watch much CNN anymore. They're
pickled. They're pickled on the other side. That's all. It's simple.
Oh yeah, it's like they're the. So I don't know. I don't really associate with those people. I don't really know. I associate with the baby boomers. I see them. So
good enough.
I don't. Yeah. So the younger generation, when that voting base gets large enough to overtake that baby boomer, yeah. That'll be the problem, So we'll see.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Yep.
Bye-bye now. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we got time here for Paul. Paul, go ahead. Paul, you're on.
Yeah, Art and Jonathan. This past week, our local newspaper had an article about how to fix Social Security. And it seems like the current popular proposal right now that seems to be getting some traction is to lift the cap on earnings and to raise taxes. This way we don't have to cut any benefits. But one thing the article did not say is since 1973, we've had 66 million abortions. And those people could have grown up over the last 50, 60 years into adults.
That's not what's broken in Social Security.
And they could have been paying into Social Security and Medicare over the last 50, 60 years.
Right.
And this way, Social Security and Medicare would not be running out of cash like they are now.
Well, in the same vein, though, yes, I agree with the fact of your argument or what you said there, but also life expectancies are going up.
If we don't change the actuarial table on Social Security, you don't fix anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's partially true.
No, that's totally true.
Lift the cap on earnings, raise taxes, and that's basically this way we don't have to cut any benefits. And I don't know of any other proposal that would seem to fix it currently. So let's give it a try.
All right.
That's what I say.
Good enough.
I'm surprised we didn't do it sooner. So.
All right.
All right.
Good enough, Paul.
That's all I got.
Take care.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Carl and Sean, hang on. We'll get to you guys right after this. Let's talk about potholes, as we have for quite a while now. And they're fixing them. They're actually working right across the street from us on Tittabawassee Road here. And they're digging up and fixing a lot of the road surface. That's good news, but it hasn't cured it all. There's a lot of potholes out there, and if you hit enough of them, you're going to affect the alignment of your car. And our friends at Quick Lane Freeland are offering you a complimentary alignment check. That's right, complimentary. Drive in, it only takes 15 or 20 minutes. They put devices on your wheels that are laser sensitive. Then they have this big machine that reads all of these wheel alignments. While they're doing it, they turn your steering wheel full lock right, full lock left, so forth. And this machine reads all of your alignment adjustments and then gives you a printout. And you'll see that everything is normal or it's not. And they'll explain to you what needs to be done, if anything. But the alignment check is complimentary. And if you're all green, you drive right out. And if you're not all green, then you have to decide where and how to get it fixed. In the meantime, here's our friend John to tell you why alignment is important.
If your vehicle's wheels are aligned correctly, it will not pull to the left or to the right when driving. It also prevents improper tread wear, so your tires last longer. A wheel alignment should be checked often because normal steering wear and tear can cause your alignment to go out in addition to potholes and railroad crossings. A correct alignment also reduces rolling resistance on your tires for better fuel mileage.
And, of course, makes your car safer to drive. Quick Lane Freeland, part of the McDonald Ford complex. Remember, too, they sell all their tires at just $5 over cost. And while you're there, take a look at the new cars from Ford and all of the pre-owned cars on the McDonald Ford lot. McDonald Ford, Quick Lane Freeland, 2 names, standing ready to help you with all your automotive needs in 2026.
The Windy City Powerhouse.
All right, we're back with you on the Art Lewis Show, along with Jonathan Dent. Back to our phones. Carl's up next. Carl, good morning. You're on WSGW.
Good morning, Art. Jonathan.
Morning.
It seems like we've been talking a lot about guilt by association. You know, Scott brought up, associating with pedophiles. I can't believe he brought that up. I don't think he understood what he was saying. But, El Said has not said that he is a DSA candidate. Yeah, some of his views are progressive, no doubt. But, if we're going to, and Art, you've said before, don't put words in my mouth, when somebody starts to say, you believe this or that. So I just say, just be careful about guilt by association. Yes, there are some extremes on either side. Or you had a caller a couple of weeks ago who was talking about turning Iran into a sheet of glass. Mm-hmm. So, should we say that all Trump supporters want to commit genocide? Is that the kind of association we make?
No, any association is an extreme.
Yep.
So when it comes to El Said, let's focus on what he says, not what AOC said or somebody in New York said. Let's focus on him. Mike Rogers has said some things, and he has changed his tune. After January 6th, he was very critical of Donald Trump. And then he comes back from Florida, and he just can't say enough nice things about Don.
Yep, well, that's it. I mean, El Said has to live with whatever he said now and in the past. So
additionally,
we'll see. That's an individual, though.
Additionally, when you have people campaigning for you that have those views, when you have AOC campaigning for you, you're going to be associated. People are going to put her views on Al Sayed. That's just
what about Piker?
Yeah, it's.
I mean, you talk about somebody that's really out there.
When you're in the party with those people, towing the same line, and when those people come to bat for you, and you don't say, "Whoa, hold on, guys."
Yeah, I don't need you. I don't want you. Yeah. So.
Okay, so when Trump doesn't push back, when someone in the Senate says something or someone in his cabinet says something, when he doesn't push back on that, is that the same thing?
I don't know. Well, he can't win.
No.
If he pushes back, he gets criticized. If he doesn't push back, you criticize him. He can't win.
Well,
that's politics. There you go. That's the bottom line. All right. Good enough, Carl. Thanks.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And let's go up to Bay City, talk to Sean. Good morning, Sean.
Hey, good morning. First and foremost, I have some really gigantically huge news that I'm going to put out there. I'm declaring for the WNBA draft. I'm 53, I'm 5'9", and I'm still going to whoop them all.
Are you a point guard or are you a forward? What do you play?
So, I'm going to give you a list here. Well, what's funny is all these blue supporters always call and stuff, and like the guy last week, I don't mean to be pompous or anything, but I'm going to be. I've graduated from college. Well, that's a strike against you. And they always tell you, you're just stupid and you just don't get it. That's what they always say. Quite elitist, which is funny to me. But I'm going to give you a few things here. Check this out. The left, abortion. The right, protect life. The left, defund the police. The right, support law enforcement. The left, gun control. The right, Second Amendment rights. The left, open borders. The right, secure borders. Illegal immigration, legal immigration, higher taxes, keep more of what you earn, weak military, strong military, heavy government control, limited government. I mean, I can just keep going down the list.
Listen.
And here's the thing that really ticks me off. Trump is trying to make it for future generations of ours here in America to be safe and not have to worry about a whacked out Iran, okay, with nuclear weapons. And here we are, and we complain and pee and moan, and oh my God, gas is $1 more. Think about the people in World War II that sacrificed everything, turned in their medals, did all this stuff. You people are all pathetic and weak out there.
Sean, hear me out now. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about Trump and Iran. But he's been his own worst enemy in communicating. Today it's on, today it's off, today it's on, today it's off, today it's on, today it's off. You can't live with that kind of rhetoric and make progress. Something has to give.
But you said it yourself, Art. You know how these people are. You come out, you say something, they bitch at you for that.
I understand that.
About this. I mean, there ain't nothing he's going to say that these whacked out idiots are going to. They're never going to be happy.
But then he shouldn't say anything.
Then he shouldn't say it. And he's also getting some static from within his own party.
I'm not saying that he doesn't say stuff sometimes that's a little whacked out or things like that, but God darn it, overall, here's what I know. It is not a level playing field. He deports a couple million people, right? You Democrats, you let 20 million people, illegals, into it. Do you know that up until 1969, there was only X amount of people let in the United States all the time? That's all
they all came in legally.
They didn't let in millions because then they can't assimilate.
But they all came in legally.
Right?
They all came in legally.
Yep.
Right, and you know where they mostly came from? Like 80%?
No, Europe.
Euro countries. Euro countries.
Yep.
That's right, people. And what kind of country did we have? It was kind of nice, wasn't it? But now all you idiots, there's no borders. You let in 20 million people. Check out the percentage of your population, what you let in before you're no longer what you are. You've been taken over. And as far as this dude running for Senate, that Saeed dude, he is look, Islam is bad. Look at any country. Iran before Islam, they could wear skirts and have stuff. Now they dress in sheets. Look at Afghanistan. They had nice things. They could wear stuff and be normal. Now Islam's in there. They wear sheets. Look at Dearborn. You used to be nice. Yeah. Now they wear sheets.
All right, I'm going to interrupt you because time here because we're out of it. But we'll do it again.
Yeah, and I know I'm just pompous, but I'm not an elitist.
All right,
no,
Sean.
I'm ragging on the other guy.
Yeah, I understand. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right. Jonathan, thanks.
Keep her moving.
Keep her moving. Keep her moving. Well, that's what happens. I mean, in this day and age, we have more way to communicate. News is next, and we'll be back with Amos O'Neill.
Gotta go.